Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everyone. I am delighted to be with you all today for this special poetry performance in celebration of Shakespeare Week called Will's Wonderful Words. As a patron of Shakespeare Week, I have been lucky enough to see the fun and pleasure that learning about Shakespeare's works, life and times have given to children like you and to children in over 10,000 primary schools across the country. You know, I fell in love with Shakespeare when I was at school. The first prize I got at prize giving was the complete works of Shakespeare. And believe it or not, I have still got that book nearly 60 years later. I love Shakespeare because you can learn so much from Shakespeare. You learn about history, geography, about emotions, about language. And do you know, Shakespeare has created so many words and phrases like dead as a doornail, or for goodness sake, or even knock, knock, who's there? Did you know Shakespeare created that word? So every time you say a knock, knock joke, you're speaking a bit of Shakespeare. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Mac.
Macbeth.
No, Macbeth, of course. Oh, I love performing and I love telling stories because, you see, when I was a little girl, my father used to take us to the cinema and let us see all the movie stars, and we'd have to come home and make up our own entertainment because we didn't have television. We had to entertain ourselves. That was nearly 60, 70 years ago. So television wasn't very popular then. And because I had to perform and sing and dance, it gave me great confidence. And my dad and my mum used to say, sing out loud. And when you're performing, that's what you've got to do. You've got to speak out loud so that people at the back of the hall can hear everything you are saying. And you have to do it with emotion, because when you do it with emotion, people who are watching you and listening to you can tell exactly how you're feeling, whether you're feeling sad, whether you're feeling happy, whether you're feeling angry, whether you're afraid, whether you're shy, or whether you're brave. You see, all you have to do is use your imagination to speak out and show the world how you're feeling and what you're thinking. You could be a witch. Hello, little children. Or you could be a superhero. Dun, 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 dun. Or you could be a queen. Arise, Sir Anthony. You see, you could be anything you like. And now I'd like to introduce you to two queens, Queen Elizabeth I and Queen Elizabeth II, who became queen almost 350 years after her. That's Queen Elizabeth I, that is. Now, they will perform a very funny sketch, especially for you. Now, do you know, some words were pronounced quite differently during Shakespeare's time. So there are some words that our queen, that's Queen Elizabeth II, pronounced differently from Shakespeare's queen, Queen Elizabeth I. And in our sketch, Queen Elizabeth I and Queen Elizabeth II both believe that they speak the best Queen's English. Shall we find out whether they do or not? Let's hear it for them.
Enchanted to meet you.
Enchanted.
Oh, that was very gracious of you.
That should be gracious.
You speak in a very funny way.
Your pronunciation makes me laugh.
Does he mean laugh?
No, I mean laugh.
Oh, I hope we'll understand each other.
Yeah, I hope so too. Let me tell you about myself. My father...
You mean your father?
No, I mean my father.
Yes, father.
My father was King George.
Oh, you mean George.
No, I mean George.
Yes, George.
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 Who was your father?
My father was King Henry.
Henry.
Yes, Henry.
So you're his daughter, are you?
Yes, I'm King Henry VIII's daughter.
Daughter.
Yes, daughter.
My father was king during the Second World War.
I was queen during the Spanish War.
I'm sorry, the Spanish what?
The Spanish War. War.
Spanish war? Oh, you mean war.
Yes, war.
I had a lovely coronation.
Oh, I had a lovely coronation too. Did you go on holiday afterwards?
Yes, afterwards we had a holiday in, what's that word? It's on the tip of my tongue.
The tip of your what?
My tongue. It's in my mouth.
Oh, you mean your tongue. In my day, it rhymed with song.
Well, not anymore. Today it rhymes with sung.
Oh, I'll try it. Tongue, 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 tongue. It's very strange.
Yes, well, I've noticed that you do pronounce some of your words very strangely.
So do you.
No, I don't. I speak the Queen's English.
I thought I did too.
Well, let's check.
Okay.
How do you say window?
Window.
How do you say wind?
Wind.
And how do you say money?
Money.
And how do you say love?
Love.
How do you say Harry Potter?
Harry Potter.
How do you say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious?
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
How strange.
Yes, it is very strange.
Well, it's been lovely talking to you. I had a very nice conversation.
Conversation, yes.
No. I must say, I don't approve of your pronunciations.
You don't approve
No, I don't approve
of my pronunciation.
of your pronunciations.
Well, there's nothing I can do about that.
Nothing at all?
Nothing at all.
Well, it's been awfully nice, but I do have to go. I'm guest of honor at a feast.
Oh, I'm guest of honor at a fest too.
And I'm in great haste.
I'm in great haste too.
Well, it's been lovely meeting you.
It's been a great pleasure to meet you too.
A what?
A great pleasure.
Oh, a pleasure.
Yes, a pleasure.
Well, cheerio.
Farewell.
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 Thank you, Queen Elizabeth I and Queen Elizabeth II. It's interesting finding out about some of Shakespeare's wonderful words, isn't it? You know, poetry can come in many different forms, including writing songs and raps. And I'm delighted to welcome the Sonnet Man to our performance today. The Sonnet Man has flown all the way from America, and he's written a new rap especially for Shakespeare's Week. Now, 10 lucky children from Mapledene Primary are going to sing along with him in his world premiere of Thank You, Will rap.
How's everybody doing? Please give it up for my Sonneteers. This group, they're gonna help me out. They're gonna help me share. They're gonna share their swagger with me. By the way, that's a word that was created by Shakespeare. They may need some help. We're gonna do a call and response song, a story about William Shakespeare. And if you feel the rhythm, you can move. Don't be afraid, okay? Whenever you're ready. All right, now move to the right. Here we go. Say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, one more time, say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Once upon a time, long ago, there was a young man with the goal to be the best writer ever known and write the best stories ever told. Last name Shakespeare, first name Will. Only Will knew he had this skill to create a piece that's amazing. Every time he picked up his quill, whether in verse or writing in prose, he mastered every style he chose. Started in Stratford, then on the road, moved to London and made the globe. He wrote poems and made new words. Shakespeare's work was meant to be heard. He found ways to make language cool. We even read his plays in school. Say William, Shakespeare,
Shakespeare,
William, Shakespeare,
Shakespeare.
yeah.
He wrote sonnets and he wrote plays and made a lot of words that we use
One more
today.
time, say William, Shakespeare,
Shakespeare,
William, Shakespeare.
Shakespeare.
He wrote sonnets and he wrote plays and made a lot of words
that we use today.
There's no writer like Shakespeare, the great playwright for Warwickshire, the best for over 400 years. Now we can see him everywhere. In London, they call him the Bard. When you read his plays, they're not hard. And when you finally understand it, you'll realize Shakespeare is the man. He wrote stories for all ages, comedies, tragedies, his stories. He made sure the words on his pages came to life on the stage to see whether it made you smile or cry. Shakespeare's words will never die. He wrote in the rhythm, sometime in rhyme. He is the greatest writer of all time. Say William, Shakespeare,
Shakespeare,
William, Shakespeare.
He wrote sonnets and he wrote plays and made a lot of words that we use today.
One more time, say William, Shakespeare,
Shakespeare,
William, Shakespeare.
He wrote sonnets and he wrote plays and made a lot of words that we use today.
So we thank you,
Thank you,
thank you,
thank you,
thank you.
thank you,
One more time, say thank you,
thank you,
thank you,
thank you,
thank you.
thank you,
Help me out, say thank you,
thank you,
thank you,
thank you,
thank you.
thank you,
One more time, say thank you,
thank you,
thank you,
thank you,
thank you,
thank you.
thank you. Shakespeare is hip hop. Give it up for my Sonneteers. Great. Ready? No pound. Good job. Y'all got this. No pound here.
Hey, all that rapping got my feet tapping. Did it get your feet tapping too? Yes, wonderful, wonderful. I want to thank you so much, Mr. Sonnet Man, and all the children that did a wonderful job singing the chorus and the refrains. Now, I am delighted to introduce to you Mr. Ian McMillan, who is a poet, just like some of you children here in school, Ian has been writing some brand new poems using Shakespeare's life and plays as his inspiration. He's going to perform them for you today, and he's also going to be introducing some of the young poets here from Mapledene School who have their own beautiful poems to share with you. Let's hear them, shall we?
Thank you very much. Yes, my name's Ian. I write poems. I've written 2 poems in response to Shakespeare's plays. The first one is about the Tempest. And the thing about the Tempest is it happens in a very noisy island. And the line out of that is, the isle is full of noises, so we've all got to make the noise. The noise I thought we'd make would be the noise of crabs, elderly crabs, clicking their claws together in a rhythmic fashion. Grown-ups too, please, at the back. Let's have a go. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. We all make the noise of crabs knocking their claws together after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. Halfway through the poem, that stops. I put my hand up. We all do together 1 single finger click as 1. Let's try it. Very good. Towards the end of the poem, a massive wave of water slaps a mast. Let's all make together the noise of a massive wave of water slapping a mast. Good. So we'll keep the noise of the crabs going through the poem, then we'll do that. So we'll start with the noise of the crabs clicking their things together. When we keep going, that sounds great. Sounds like water going down a drain pipe in a Shakespearian way. What a noisy place this island is. I won't block me ears from magic sound. Spells and incantations boil and fizz. Lightning bolts like snakes across the ground. Prospero's my name. My brain is full of secret ways to make the oceans dance. Life with Prospero is never dull. I built a universe from luck and chance. See that boat out there? I've formed a storm to chuck them all around and make them sick, and make the faces green and slightly warm, then still the waves with just 1 finger click. Very good. Because I can. And then I'll click once more and conjure up a wave so strange and tall, the sailors' mouths will open wide with awe, just as their mainmast smacks a water wall. They call this play The Tempest, and it's mine, my story, and a play of shifting tides, of sorcery and watching for a sign, of love and marriage and much more besides. So here we go. The storm is at its height. The actors are prepared. Now, girls and boys, here comes a play of mystery and delight. Here comes an island that is full of noise. At this point, we all make the sound of the crabs again, and I'll conduct you. So we come louder, and they get softer, and they come louder. I'm just doing this for my own amusement. It's fantastic. Well done. Give yourselves a round of applause for that. That was great. Hey. Very good. Yes, we're working together, succeeding together today. So, another great play, Shakespeare's, is Macbeth. It starts off with 3 witches. And they stand there going, well, shall we 3 meet again in thunder, lightning, or in rain? I imagined that maybe 1 of them or 2 of them hadn't turned up. 1 missed the bus, 1 forgot to go. So this has got a chorus. What happens is I go, when shall we 3 meet again in thunder, lightning, or in rain? And you go, when shall we 3 meet again in thunder, lightning, or in rain? Let's try that, grown-ups as well, please. When shall we 3 meet again in thunder, lightning, or in rain? That's great. So every time I answer that, you reply. The poem is 500 verses long. We might be here till 4 o'clock. That's a lie. That's a lie. It's quite short. Although I've got to tell you, boys and girls, I forgot to print 1 page out. I've had to rewrite it on the back. That's what we call redrafting. Good job. We're working together. So, when shall we 3 meet again in thunder, lightning, or in rain? There's only me, as you can see, there's only 1. There should be 3. 1 fell asleep, began to snore, 1 missed the bus at 4:30. When shall we 3 meet again in thunder, lightning, or in rain?
When shall we 3 meet again in thunder, lightning, or in rain?
I'm standing here and here's Macbeth, smell of haggis on his breath, staring out with scary eyes. He thinks that I am old and wise. When shall we three meet again, in thunder, lightning or in rain? I must admit that I feel daft. My claws are old, I feel a draft. There should be three, there is just one. But the show, said Shakespeare, must go on. I'd rather cast a scary spell than the play can break out of its shell. Mix some new sights with some mud and beetroot juice because I don't like blood. When shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning or in rain? The witches set this play in motion, a night of high and raw emotion. But there should be three and I'm just one. Where's my witchy mates all gone? When shall we three meet again, in thunder, lightning or in rain? Help me please now, let's all shout, let's throw our voices round about. Convince Macbeth the witch has grown, in groups of three, not all alone. So when shall we three meet again, in thunder, lightning or in rain? Then we'll fade it away. So I'll do it quiet, then we all fade it away to nothing. Let's try that. When shall we three meet again, in thunder, lightning or in rain? When shall we three meet again, in thunder, lightning or in rain? When shall we three meet again, in thunder, lightning or in rain? Give yourselves a round of applause. Well done. Excellent stuff. So the great thing about Mapledene School is it's full of people who like to write poems and like to dance and like to sing. So I'd like to introduce a group of our young poets, some of the many people who've responded to Shakespeare in poetry. So our young poets would like to take the stage. Let's give them some Mapledene applause. Let's applaud together. Oh, yes. Yeehaw! Come on. The great thing about these poems is they look fantastic on the page. They sound great performed, as we've been saying all morning. The great thing about Shakespeare is he's fantastic on the page, but he's great on the ear. He really is. So we're going to start off with Ethan Bohemia and Amelia Bevan from Year 2. Ethan and Amelia.
We based our poems on the play called The Tempest. We thought about what different sounds you might hear on the island and on the ship in the storm. We then used different word types to describe these. We hope you enjoyed our poems. The blue and white water roaring thunderously, the rising waves crashing loudly into rocks, the tall green trees rustling sweetly and beautifully, the nearby footsteps of scary strangers, worried passengers screaming hysterically, the giant ship cracking loudly, the whooshing wind howling softly, soft voices whispering sweetly.
Very well done. So many great words in that poem, those poems. What I liked best was the words that end in ing. Lots of ing words, because ing words are great because they get the poem moving. It moves along. Ing words are great. Very well done. Next, we've got Sophie Turner from Year 3. Sophie.
My poem was based on A Midsummer Night's Dream. I based my poem on the character Titania, who was the queen of the fairies. I love playing games to learn about the different characters and inspire my poem. Titania is the queen of the fairies and vain. Some might say she is insane. Titania has lots of power, but she's put under a spell by a magic flower.
I love that poem because it demonstrates what Shakespeare knew very well, which is that rhyme and rhythm can do something for us. That was fantastic. Full of rhyme and rhythm. The rhyme and the rhythm work very well in there. Next, we've got Henrietta Montague Flavel.
My poem was inspired by Midsummer Night's Dream. We pretended to be different characters from the story. We also moulded people in the workshops into different characters from the story to help us create our poems. Titania was the fairy queen. She fell in love with a donkey in a sea. She argued with Obby and her fairy king. She thought she was right about everything.
Again, the great power of rhythm and rhyming there. I like the idea of moulding people in workshops. Next we've got Daniel McBride from Year 5, and his poem and the next poem are very interesting because they're looking at the world from a very unusual point of view, as we'll hear.
My poem is about Romeo and Juliet from a chandelier's point of view. My favourite part was when we brought together our poems using different emotions and things that the chandelier was thinking. I hope you enjoy my poem. I have a dream that I could leave here into the trees and waving in the middle of nowhere. I'm feeling nauseous in the crowd, feeling scared, for I'm only a chandelier. Guess now getting drunk, am I just a punk? Arguing and shouting, can I be the king of partying? Screams of joy, I'm feeling hungry, get me down to that party. Tilbert is making eyes, Romeo may die, but I am only a chandelier.
Lucky this morning because we got not only one chandelier-based poem, but two. Here's another chandelier-based poem. Fantastic. It's Arabella Dorrington. Arabella.
My poem is about Romeo and Juliet. In the workshop, we were asked to think like a chandelier at the party. We wrote down how we might feel, what we might hear, what we might think about and more. We also used drama, and I loved the freeze frames to inspire our poems. The day was a massive opportunity and a great experience. I want to thank everyone who helped me, and I hope you enjoy my poem. Happily, the guests dance elegantly. A midnight sky forms above me. I feel left out. I feel useless. I just want to be noticed. I'm tired of being a stupid light. I want a good life. I hear the doorman let mysterious people in. I wonder who they are. If only I could tell the Capulets I have seen an enemy. I hear whispers from behind the mask. A young handsome man moves towards Juliet. And look, a kiss.
Very good, very good. Thanks, boys and girls. You can make your way off now. Well done. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Well done. Well done. Careful there. Thank you very much. Well done. Excellent.
That was absolutely fantastic. That was brilliant. And I'm feeling really inspired to have heard such fantastic poetry from Ian and all the children. Now, I hope you're all excited to go away and write some of your own Shakespeare poems too. Now, sadly, this brings us almost to the end of our poetry performance. But before we go, I've heard the children of Mapledene School have been practicing a song called Will's Wonderful Words. I can't wait to hear it.
He's the man.
fantastic finale. And now it's farewell from us here at Mapledene Primary School. Thanks to all our wonderful performers for providing such a fantastic poetry performance today. And thank you, Mapledene Primary School, for hosting us here today. Thank you all for watching, whether you're watching with us here or one of our many schools across the country that have tuned in to Shakespeare's Week website to celebrate Shakespeare Week with us. We wish you luck with all your Shakespeare Week celebrations, assemblies, or a multitude of other exciting ways to experience Shakespeare's works, life, and times. So thank you all for watching. And as Shakespeare wrote in As You Like It, all the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. Bye-bye. Keep smiling. Oh, parting is such sweet sorrow. Farewell. Bye-bye until next time. Bye.